Hey guys, welcome back to week 6 of our plan. There's the cat, don't mind him. I hope you're feeling good and I hope you feel like you've progressed a little bit throughout it. We are going to work with the same movements today. We're kind of going to really finish out with these movements today. We'll be changing it up the next time we head to it. But we'll be working with, so we've worked with the progressions throughout over the last couple of weeks, and we hope to kind of work with the full progression. So the kind of, we'll call them original movements. Today is our hopes, but of course, always listen to your body and work where you're comfortable, rest when you need to. So let's go straight into it. Make your way up onto your feet. Take your time coming up off the floor. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a little bit chilly today. I think it's the wind. So we shall get that body warmed up. All right, so we're up onto our feet, up on our mat. So I want you to take a nice big deep breath in. Looking towards your thumbs. Exhale, lean back a little bit if it suits. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, hinge at your hips and head towards the floor. And just letting the body hang, not forcing anything, not bouncing, just breathing. Inhaling to the back, exhaling, getting deeper. Take one more big deep breath. As you exhale, pull your hips forwards, keep your belly button tucked in, roll the spine, up, 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 bring it all the way to the top. Good, and release. All right, what I want you to do is interlock your fingers and let's just move through the wrists. So keep the movement small, keep them slow, bigger if it suits, circles, waves, whatever feels good, just get those wrists moving. Good, and relax. Bring your hands in towards your chest and then pushing them away. Inhaling and exhaling as you move through it. Moving through the shoulders, chest, through the elbows, the wrists, the hands, the back. Good, for 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. All right, bring your feet about hip width and we'll start with some hip circles, starting small and slow. And as you're comfortable, you can work a little bit bigger if it suits. Just focusing the movement through the hip joints. Good. For 3, 2, 1. And let's change direction. So again, starting small and slow. And then when you're comfortable, you can work a little bit bigger if it suits. Good. For the last 3, 2, last 1. Good, and relax. And then we'll just do the ankles. So if you can balance with your foot up. All right, and starting with some circles. If you need to leave your toes down, do. Just moving through the ankles and changing direction. Good, and relax. We're going to change leg. So again, circles in one direction and then circling back. Remember, you can pop your toes down if you need to. Good, and relax. And actually one more movement, so we're going to go for a little squat and a little bit of shoulder movement. So you're going to have a little squat. You're going to push one arm back, one arm up. You're looking in over the shoulder of the arm that's back, like you're swimming. A little bounce in the legs and you change. So just turning the head, moving through the knees, hips, moving through the neck, through the shoulders, getting that whole body moving. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and relax. Good. Make your way down onto the floor. Take your time coming down. I'm just going to pop this camera down a little bit lower. Of course, the cat is there cleaning himself. Come on. All right, so we are going into our first exercise. We are going into our crunches. You were working tabletop position in these, so first round we will go tabletop, but we should be quite familiar with these, so we should be able to get the position quite comfortably. So lying back down onto the ground, having your knees bent, feet flat, bring the legs to tabletop position, hands over your head. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling head, neck and shoulders up, and inhale, gentle return. Exhaling, strong lift, inhale, smooth return to the floor. We're going for 8 lifts here. So remember, still getting that body warmed up. Making sure we have that strong neutral position so our back isn't arching off the floor. I think we've got last 2. Last one. Exhaling. Inhaling. Rest it down. Good. And relax. Stretch the legs out. Arms up overhead. Stretch it at the tummy. Good. Second round. You can keep your legs in tabletop position if it suits, or remember you can go to that straight leg position. You bring the legs together, straighten them out. Higher will be a little bit easier. As you go lower, it'll be tougher. But the same movement, exhaling up and inhaling, gentle return. But whatever's going to suit you with the legs, I don't mind. So when you're ready, let's get ourselves set. Again, we're going to go 8 for that second round. So let's go neutral, legs to tabletop. If you want to keep them here, or bring them together and straighten them. Lower them with suits, hands overhead. Inhaling, exhaling, lifting up. Inhale, gentle return. Exhaling. Good. Up for 4. Remember extending through the knees just to get a little bit more through the leg muscles. Good. Last 3. Last 2. Strong lift. Last one. Exhaling up. Inhaling back. Resting it down. Good. And relax. Take a little second. Ooh, you can kind of feel that burn. No matter how long you're doing those crunches or how often you're doing them every week, they are still just as tough as when you started. So don't be fooled by them. All right, so we're going into our single leg extension. All right, so remember we've been working on these last couple of weeks and we progressed these. So we are into its original version kind of now. So we're working through the hip joint, strengthening and mobilizing, as well as strengthening through that whole kind of midsection of the body. We're also getting that stretch into the hamstring and glute. So just helping improve that mobility through the hip and the flexibility through the back of the leg as well. All right, so remember for the setup, have a quick little look. You would go neutral spine, you would bring the legs to tabletop position. You can go head, neck, and shoulders down. You can go head, neck, and shoulders with your cushion, or you can go head, neck, and shoulders up. You can go double cushion as well if that suits, whatever works best. Okay, you would go hands on one leg. You would take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the leg in towards your chest, extending the other. Inhaling cross and exhaling change. The legs can stay higher to make it easier. The legs can go a little bit lower to make it tougher. What we don't want is the back arching. Also, if you needed to bring the foot to the floor, that's another option you can do. Or we had worked with one leg down, full stop. So you have loads and loads of options here to choose from. But really, really focus on stabilizing that midsection. Use your breath, inhale, cross, support your back. Exhaling, bring that knee in towards you, using the abdominals, creating space and getting that extra stretch into the back of the leg and the hip and the glute area. So let's get ourselves set up. If we go for about 6 to 8 per leg first round, I want really, really quality movement. So I don't mind if you stop at 6 per leg once they're really, really good. All right. So let's go neutral. Bring the legs to tabletop. Head, neck, and shoulders up or down or with your cushion. All right. You can keep one leg down if that suits, or 2 legs up, hands on one leg. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, bring the leg in towards you, extend the other. Inhale, cross. Exhale, change. For 5, 6 left. Oh no, 7, 8 left if that suits you. But you can stop sooner if needed. Last 3, 2, last 1. Bring it back to tabletop. Rest the head down, legs down. Good. And relax. Taking a little second here. All right, good stuff. So if you were using any of the previous versions of it that we have done, and they were feeling quite comfortable, maybe it's trying the original version that we were in just there. So if that suits you, to work there. If you are in the original version as such and you're feeling quite comfortable with it, really, really focus on your breath. Really, really focus on giving it 110%. And I've given you this pep talk before. It's really easy just to kind of move through the motions. All right, but don't forget, extend the knee. Get a little bit more out of the leg. Lower the leg to make it more challenging. Really, really exaggerate your breath. Um, Inhaling as the legs are kind of furthest away as you're changing them, and exhaling, bringing the knee in towards you. The knee in helps support the back, but when the legs are changing, they're furthest away together. So that's where you need to support your back with that inhale. So really think solid bodies and nice movement through the hips. All right, so we're going to go for round 2. So when you're ready, let's get ourselves set up. Let's go neutral. Bring the legs to tabletop. Decide if you want to keep one leg down, up, head, neck, and shoulders up or down, with or without cushion, hands on one leg. Again, we're going to go about 8 to 10 per side, but of course, stop sooner if needed. Take a deep breath. Exhale, bring the knee in, extend the other. Inhale, cross, exhale, change. 5, good. 6, 7. Hold that knee in. Last 8, 7. Really, really solid through the midsection. 5. Woo, starting to feel that burn. 3, 2. Last one. Bring it back to tabletop. Rest it down, legs down, and relax. Woo, felt that through the midsection there. So you can really, if you really, really focus on stabilizing that midsection through the abdominals, they are under a lot of tension because they're having to hold that body steady all that time. It's really easy to turn those off, still kind of have your body in position, still move through the legs, but you're just not going to get as much out of it. So if a single leg extension feels easy, just think about what you're really engaging while you're working, and could you kind of focus a little bit more, will we say. Okay, so well done with that, guys. Really, really nice progress. Like I've always said, one of my favorite moves. I just really like the movement through the hips. Not the toughest move, but like that you can make it as hard as you want. You can put as much effort in as you want. So I really, really like that movement. Okay, so we're going to go double leg extension. So remember, we had worked on these and we had brought it to our double leg extension last week. So we're going to stay with that. So remember, for our double leg extension, similar to our single legs, but the 2 legs work together, working through the hips, strengthening and mobilizing, strengthening through the abdominals, stabilizing through the body, and a little bit of shoulder movement as well if it suits. You would go neutral, you would go legs to tabletop. All right, you would go head, neck, and shoulders up or down, or with your cushion. Hands can go down or up. Hands down would be easier. Hands up would be a little bit tougher. All right, hands are going to be on the legs and legs are together. You're going to inhale, extend the legs and the arms, and exhale, bring it in. You can go lower with the legs if it suits, or you can go somewhere in between. You can keep the hands down. All right, you can keep the head down. You can use your cushion. I don't mind. What we do not want is your back lifting off the ground. Now, if you're still finding these kind of difficult, still keep the one leg on the ground if that suits you. I don't mind, but even do the first round with one leg on the ground, and maybe the second round trying with the legs going up and the hands down. All right, so if you want to work like that, that's perfect. So let's get ourselves ready. We're going double leg extensions. We're going to go 8 the first round, or you're going 4 per leg. All right, let's go to a strong neutral spine. Maybe your back always in contact with the mat. Legs to tabletop. Head, neck, and shoulders up, down, with or without cushion. Hands on the legs, legs together, or hands down on the floor. A good solid base for the body. With one leg or 2, you're going to inhale long, high or low. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, holding that back in position. Exhaling. Always holding that back in contact with the mat. Inhaling long. Exhaling scoop. Last two. Last one. Inhale, belly, belly, belly. Exhale, scoop it in. Rest it down. Legs down. Good. And relax. Little stretch through the tummy. Oh. Okay, good. So you can even see when I do the movements, my belly fills, like you can actually see my belly fill with the air as I inhale. All right. But you can see my back doesn't arch. So my belly with all that air is holding the back in place. So think about inhaling to there to make this all really, really solid, that you're kind of holding that in place. So as you'll see it if you have a look back at the video, that is always in the same position. Your belly might rise and fall with your breath, but it's always holding nice and strong. Okay, we're going to go second round. We're going to go about that 8 to 10 mark, we'll say. If you want to go single leg with one leg on the ground, you're looking at going 4 to 5 per leg. Hands up, hands down, whatever suits. Don't worry about the arms. They don't have to be big movements. Just focus on movement through the shoulder. So if it's just half little movements, that's perfect. Or if your arms come up overhead, perfect. Just like a little halo over your head nearly. That's what you're creating. Okay, so let's go for the second round, 8 to 10 reps, but stop anytime that suits. Quality over quantity. Let's go neutral. Bring the legs to tabletop if that suits. Head, neck, and shoulders up or down or with your cushion. Hands together or legs together, hands on the legs. Inhaling long, high, low, or somewhere in between. Exhaling in. Inhale, belly. Exhale, scoop. Inhale, really, really solid. Exhaling, scoop it in. Inhaling, number 4. Remember extending through the knees, nice and long through the legs. Good. 5 more if you have it. Legs can go higher. Legs can go lower. Hands can go down. I think last 2. Last one. Inhale, belly. Exhale, scoop. Good. Legs down. Head down and relax. Well done. Take a little second. Oh, lovely. Oh, yeah, excuse me. Okay, so we've gone to our single leg, extended double leg. Okay, so we are going into our side plank variation. So let's make your way up to a seated position. Well done, guys, on those double leg extensions. Not easy, taking a whole lot of abdominal strength to hold the body there. Again, some nice movement through the hips. I like that movement. You do have to work harder, so straight away you feel it, but it's still that same idea of kind of hip movement. So it is lovely, and that lengthening through the legs. You get a little bit more out of it by just lengthening the legs, properly extending through the knees. So it's really, really nice. Okay, so well done with that. We are going on to our side planks. So last week we had done our side planks with our side leg lift. So we're going to go straight into that this week. Of course, if it doesn't suit to do a side leg lift, you can just go into your side plank holds as we've been doing all along. So we're going to aim for 10. Well, first round we'll go 8 lifts per side. Second round we're going to go for 10. Remember when we set up for our side plank? We set up in a nice strong straight line position, elbow under shoulder, hand flat. Remember you're lifting all through this side of the body to lift up. Abductors, obliques, lats, shoulders, whole midsection of the body is working. Also then when you bring in that leg lift, it's bringing in that abductor on that top side, so that dimple part of your bum. All right, so remember when you set up, it's a nice straight line through the body. You can bend that bottom knee and you can lift up into position. So lifting nice and strong. Remember, if you want to just hold for the same length of time as we are working, you can keep 2 knees down if that suits you here.